Hi there, thank you for clicking on my video. I'm going to be talking to you today about Aqva Amara by Bvlgari. So this, I believe, is a design house. It's a designer fragrance that came out in 2014, and I believe it has actually been discontinued. So this is a flanker of the Bvlgari Aqua fragrance, but this is their aquatic version. Pretty much every single brand that has a fragrance and flankers, they have aquatic versions, they have nighttime versions. So that is that. The prices that I saw were off FragranceNet, and so I will put the links down below. And it's still relatively cheap. It's under $100 for 100 ml at $89.99, and 50 ml is $59.95. And I believe all their fragrances are eau de toilette. Now, this fragrance is marketed for men, and it was created in 2014, like I said, by Jacques Cavalier. Jacques Cavalier made quite a bit of fragrances. His portfolio is a lot. So he made the original Aqva Amara, as well as many other fragrances for Bvlgari. He made Midnight Poison by Christian Dior, Armani Code Sport, one of my favorite perfumes of all time, Givenchy Haute Couture Eau de Toilette, as well as the EDP, which is not as good. But the Eau de Toilette of Givenchy Haute Couture is great. A ton for Issey Miyake, including Les Eaux de Issey Miyake, and Jean Paul Gaultier Classique, and just a ton of others. I'm sure I'm probably missing a bunch. So the top notes of this are mandarin. Middle notes are neroli and watery notes. So I'm going to guess that's synthetic. The base note is patchouli and frankincense. That's it. Pretty aquatic, pretty simple, that kind of smell. I have sprayed it on my wrist about 3 hours ago, let's say, because eau de toilette lasts about 3 hours. I'm going to spray it on this little blotter I have here. I'm going to spray it away from the white fragrance. I mean the white shirt. So I'm going to give you a sniff. So on paper, I definitely smell the neroli. That's the first thing that I smell. And the mandarin. So it smells like the citrusy, but it also has this like pepperiness about it. And I'm going to guess it's probably from the patchouli and the frankincense. It's very like fresh, and it's clean smelling. It's a little clean. It's not too clean though, because patchouli in its sense is not really a very clean smelling fragrance. Yeah, it's not bad. So I'm going to spray it on my wrist here. Dries rather quickly. So on my wrist, the first, it's probably going to smell different on me, maybe because sometimes women, they produce different kinds of pheromones that make men's fragrance different, but this smells very different than it does on my boyfriend. So on my skin, it smells sweet. It smells like tangerines and mandarins. And I do smell the watery notes as well. Like as I'm smelling it, it kind of makes my mouth water a little bit. It's very interesting. And it smells very like breezy and fresh. Yeah, it's not bad. It's pretty good. And then I'm going to smell it on my wrist, that I sprayed on 3 hours ago. So at this point, a lot of the citrus is gone, as usually the way. But for a fragrance that has citrus notes, it actually lasts a lot longer than most. A lot of fragrances that I've worn that have citrus notes, they like within half an hour to an hour, it's gone. But it's still there. And I noticed that so there is like a sillage to this as well. And I'll just tell you what it smells a little bit like on my boyfriend. So on him, it's become kind of a signature scent. It tends to linger quite along. I'm going to guess it's maybe the frankincense or the patchouli, because those notes tend to stay a lot longer. It's literally become his summer signature scent. So I think it is a great fragrance for a guy to have as a signature summer warm weather fragrance. I think you can wear it all year round if you live in a place that is warm. And I also think it could be office friendly. I don't necessarily love it, but I do enjoy and appreciate for what it is. It's got like, it's clean for the most part, but it's got a hint of dirtiness to it. It's interesting. It's got an edge for sure. I feel like it is great if you do go back to the office and you want to wear fragrance and people don't mind other people wearing fragrance. It could be a really good one to wear. I noticed throughout the day as it kind of sticks to hormones and stuff, it kind of blends in. It's really interesting how that happens. But I feel like that this fragrance in itself really does a great job at that. And when I think of like what to wear with a fragrance like this, I think of like clothing like this, kind of like very like nice cool linen shirt. I definitely think it's like a casual white shirt, jeans and t-shirt kind of fragrance for sure. I don't necessarily think it's a very dressed up fragrance, but I think it's a great everyday fragrance that is, you know, universal for most occasions. But if I were to say something dressed up, I wouldn't necessarily recommend this. But anyway, I want to thank you for watching my review. It's a little bit quick, just because there's not a lot of notes in it. It just kind of stays linear for the most part, except about 3-hour mark. It's not as citrusy, but it still kind of lingers. So if you're looking for a fragrance that has citrus notes and a little bit of an edge, this is a great pick for you, totally. And it's still under $100, which is not bad if you can find it. But anyway, have a great day. Hope you're all safe. If you want to see more content that I'm going to be producing, I do have a new Instagram account. It's tonkacatsmells, and I will post some more pictures and stuff of any other men's fragrances. So just definitely stay tuned and subscribe, because more and more videos are going to be coming out all the time. Have a great day. Bye-bye.